I'm gonna go over the 8Bitdo Pro 3 Bluetooth gaming controller. So this is Bluetooth, it's also Wi-Fi, and it can be used as USB. It works right out of the box with Switch and Switch 2. It can work with the iPhone, it can work with Android, Windows, and the SteamOS. There is some software that you can download for this. I recommend getting the software and doing the update, and I'll get into that here in a minute. So let me show you how I've got the controller set up. So I've got the Switch 2 on a wall mount right here, so it's mounted down. Let me pull the dock out and I'll show you everything with that. Okay, so the dock's got a light down here on the bottom that lights up. I really like the looks of this. All the way over is going to be Switch. This will be Wi-Fi. You've got programmable buttons right here. You've got a lock, so you guys can see that. Now watch when I lock it. It turns it into more like an actual button. Just kind of like look over the overall design of it. Now the controller that I've used the most is this 8Bitdo kind of, I think this is called the SN30. This is what I've been using on my Super Nintendo, is this one right here. And that one's been a great one. That's why I went ahead and decided to get this one. As soon as I got the Switch, I went ahead and picked up this guy right here. These have TMR sticks on it, so it's got an upgraded like stick on it. I don't use these sticks a lot. I got it mostly for this D-pad, and the D-pad feels a lot like the D-pad on this one right here. The button layout, so here's the button. The thing is, see how those buttons sound? I don't know how well you can hear that. These buttons are loud right here, everybody. Those are loud buttons on this thing. That's the only kind of drawback that I got. But it's got the home button. It's got start, stop, select. This is user. This one can actually be done for a turbo. You heard me right. There is turbo on this thing. Absolutely amazing that they have turbo. The sync button, you've got 2 programmable buttons there, 2 programmable buttons there. You can lock those switches out like I showed you. Now, look at this. So you get these little sticks right here. I was not a fan of these. These are, I think, more for novelty. You can add these on there and make them like little arcade sticks. I thought those were okay. This is where the buttons are stored. In the bottom of this, you're going to open that up. These are magnetic buttons right here. If you want to do like the Super Famicom button layout, and here's what the button layout looks like: yellow, red, green, blue. You can see you're pretty much just going to go down and grab them. I'm not going to remove them. I like this layout like it is. It's kind of a hassle to mess with them. And inside of here is the Wi-Fi, little Wi-Fi dock right there. And by the way, you can hook this up straight to the Switch and it'll work like that too. I just put that down in there. This right here, I'm just gonna leave like it is. So there's some software to download and update it. Now you're thinking, why do I need to update it? I recommend going to their website, updating it. It took me 2-3 minutes to update this thing. It gives you the 2.0 software. Now the 2.0 software, check this out. So let's put it to sleep. 100%, this is asleep. The Switch 2 is asleep. You guys see that? Watch this. This will wake it. Now, it did not have this feature. Turn the controller on right there. There is a way of setting this up, but you got to do it through the software. Watch this. Bam. That worked perfectly on that. Now, let me go into a game. Once you get it all set up, you can turn this into the turbo. So I'll show you how to use this as a turbo button. You can see right there. See, I'm holding it down. Watch, I hit this button. First I hit the Y. Look at that. That means it's in turbo. Now this game does not let you walk while it's in turbo, but it's nice to have that feature. Now anytime I can turn the turbo off, hold down the button. There it is. Now this needs to be set up through the software. So once you go, that's why I recommend getting the software, the 2.0 software, setting it up. I'm not going to go into that in this video. You should be able to figure that out. Just go in there on the button mapping, and then you need to make sure that you're on your code right here. So I've got 3 different like user profiles that you need to go on. And then when you're ready to charge it, you just put it right back on, and it's always got a full charge on it. That's why I really like that dock also, and I can pick it up. I can do wake my system up with it. It works everything. The rumble function works. This is the best retro style controller I've ever used. The latency on this is almost 0. Y'all watch this. So you see the Simon Belmont there. Watch this. Let's check the latency on that. One thing that really bothers me, especially as a retro style gamer, is latency. The latency is seriously almost zero on this controller. Completely acceptable. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and all that. I think it works out really well for that. I'll leave links to all this below because just the expansion pack and this controller and the Switch 2 can keep me entertained for years. There is so much. They just updated again and dropped 3 more games into the Nintendo on here because of how many games is on this. It's absolutely phenomenal the amount of retro style gaming that's on this system, from GameCube to Super Nintendo to N64, Sega Genesis, especially with the expansion pack. But yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the 8BitDo Pro 3 controller on the Switch 2. See y'all in the next video.